In a quiet village in China, there lived a poor widow named Madam Wang, together with her devoted son, Fang. They lived in deep poverty and owned barely anything. A harsh winter had destroyed their home and left Fang gravely ill. Though he eventually recovered, he lost his job and could find no new work. Each day he would go out searching, only to return empty-handed. One morning, as Fang was about to leave once again, his mother said anxiously, "I do not know what we will eat tomorrow." Forcing a smile, Fang replied, "Heaven will surely provide. I'll try to earn something today." After he left, Madam Wang sighed and looked sadly at their two pets, a thin, starving white cat named Whitehead, and a faithful black dog named Blackfoot. They, too, had not eaten in days. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. A bald old monk stood outside. Madam Wang, assuming he was begging for food, immediately said, "I'm sorry. Sir, we have nothing to give. My son is out trying to find work, and we ourselves are starving." But the monk shook his head. "I have not come to ask, but to give. Heaven has witnessed the goodness and devotion of your son, and wishes to reward you." He then handed her a tiny golden beetle and said, "Do not sell this beetle. Boil some water, place the beetle inside, and speak the name of the dish you desire. In 3 minutes, lift the lid. You will find a delicious meal ready." Before she could thank him, the monk had vanished. Madam Wang followed the instructions. She boiled water, placed the beetle in the pot, and softly said the name of her favorite dish. After 3 minutes, she opened the lid, and to her astonishment, the pot was filled with steaming hot smoked meat dumplings. The aroma filled the room. She ate heartily, then fed Blackfoot and Whitehead until they were full as well. That evening, Fang returned home, looking disappointed. But to his surprise, his mother welcomed him warmly and served him a hearty meal. After he had eaten, she explained everything. From that day on, their lives changed. They were no longer hungry. Each day they enjoyed dishes once reserved for emperor's bird's nest soup, shark fin, roast duck, and many more. Fang regained his health, though he also became a bit idle, believing he no longer needed to work. But the smell of their delicious food began to attract attention. One day, a curious neighbor, Mr. and Mrs. Chu, paid them a visit. They were astonished to see how well the once poor family now lived. On their way home, Mrs. Chu said, "I saw it. I saw Madam Wang put something into a pot and whisper a spell. That must be a magic charm." Filled with envy, the couple plotted to steal it. On the day of a temple festival, when Madam Wang and Fang were away, Mrs. Chu crept into their house and stole the golden beetle. Even the dog and cat made no sound as she left. That night, when they returned, Madam Wang discovered the beetle was gone. She cried bitterly, and Fang, now helpless, sat in despair. Hunger returned to their home, and their animal companions once again wandered the streets, scavenging for scraps. One evening, as Whitehead the cat licked a dry bone and Blackfoot the dog sniffed the air hopelessly, the cat whispered, "I saw who took the beetle. It was Mrs. Chu. I will get it back." Blackfoot wagged his tail and barked softly, "Then let us go together." That night, the loyal animals crossed the river Whitehead, riding on Blackfoot's back to stay dry. They reached the Chu household and crept inside quietly. Whitehead slipped into the kitchen and caught a mouse. Just as he was about to eat it, the terrified mouse squeaked, "Please let me go! I will tell you everything I know." Whitehead asked, "Where is the golden beetle?" The mouse answered, It's inside the black box in the corner cupboard. The cat let the mouse go, retrieved the beetle, and dashed back outside. Once again riding on Blackfoot's back, they crossed the river and returned home before sunrise. The next morning, Madam Wang, weary with hunger, found the golden beetle lying by the stove. Tears of joy filled her eyes. She quickly boiled water, placed the beetle in the pot, and wished for her favorite dish. In minutes, steaming dumplings appeared, just like before. From that day onward, they lived happily once more. However, they no longer bragged or became lazy. Instead, they remained humble and kind, always remembering how easily fortune can be lost. Whitehead and Blackfoot were treated as heroes and never went hungry again.